So can we start the session, everyone? Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, students, again, I'm telling you before we start the answer, the main thing of SEMA examination is framing. You should frame what they are asking properly. You get what I'm saying? The framing is very much crucial. Now, for example, if you look at a question, you should understand what they are asking specifically. That is very much crucial. Okay. So firstly, I'll just come here. I'll just teach you this one. Now in the exams also, the case studies will be not so long. It will be very short. They will be asking you to build more information from your skeptical thinking, question thinking, asking questions. So firstly, the challenges associated with valuation of goodwill. Challenges associated with valuation of goodwill when we acquire 100%, when we acquire 100%, and other factors that we need to consider. Okay, so this question has an and element. What element? And element. You get what I'm saying here? And element. So how many percentage is this? 60 percentage is this. 25 marks, 60 percentage is how many marks? 15 marks. So students, what I am going to do here is I will just make the framing properly. Okay. Now, are they asking you how to calculate goodwill or challenges in valuing goodwill? Challenges in what? Valuing what? Goodwill. Challenges in valuing goodwill. That is the issue here. It's not how we are going to do the goodwill calculation. It is generally the challenges in valuing goodwill. Okay. And other factors. And they are generally asking you what, students? Other factors. They are generally asking you other factors. So eventually the total marks here is how many marks, students? How many marks is this one? Total marks 15 marks. Fine with that, students? So how did I get this 15 marks? It is 60% of how much, students? 60% of how much, students? 25 marks. This I did not see in anyone's answer. So I can say challenges in valuing goodwill. I can give around 10 marks. How many marks, students? 10 marks. And other factors, can I give around 5 marks? Is that possible? Yes or no? In my planning stage? Because students, here this is your personal observation what you need to do. So please keep that in mind, students. And then I'll come to the second requirement. What are the post acquisition factors we need to be considered? So I will mention here post acquisition factors needs to be considered. Post acquisition factors needs to be considered. Factors needs to be considered. Okay. And there is one more thing called what, students? And whether new venture should be treated as a cost center, investment center, or an independent entity, please evaluate. So I will just mention here evaluation of type of center. Evaluation of type of center. Now students, if you see the part B, it is 40%. The 40% means 10 marks here. So students, I can give here 6 marks because investment center, they are specified. Cost center, another one is independent. So 3 elements you need to appraise. So 2 marks each is 6, and post acquisition factors needs to be considered. I can say 4 marks. Now Tarindu, just asking you a question. This estimation what I did was my own estimation. You can do any estimation you like, but it should be logical. It should be what? Logical. So how many of you all are okay with this framing? Arvind, any problems with the framing here?
No, I understood.
No. And students, in future, in exams, no need to do this. I think it's better if you can do it also. But I prefer if you can do a framing before you start, it will be really appreciated. It will be really appreciated if you can do something that is very much appreciated. So students, can we start working? Yes or no? Yes, we can start working. So that is done. So students, can you remember I was explaining how they will be testing in the examination also? The skills. The skills must be blended. The skills must be blended. So I will mention the skills. What are the skills, students? Technical skill, business skill, people
Leadership.
skill, and the leadership skill. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So these are the skills that you should consider. And I think we have already learned the color codings. That is, a business is a red color for us, correct? People is what color, students? Our color for people is what color, students?
Green.
Green color. So just keep that in mind, students. and the color for the leadership is blue color. Fine with that, students? Yes or no? Yes.
Yeah.
So students, now we are clear here. So before I want to start the answer, I again want to tell thing. I think Mr. Rikas and Mr. Eranta has joined. So I have seen a great improvement in the quality of your answers. And students, you should be able to think in a matured point of view specifically for that entity. Matured point of view specifically for that entity, just killing you in mind. Okay, so students, let's come down. So students, now let's see the case study in detail. We are currently planning to expand our hotel operations by having a cafe in the ground floor. Okay, now students, I am asking you, it's an expansion or a product development?
Expansion.
It's a
Expansion.
combination. It's a
It's a
combination, I guess.
combination. It's not an expansion, student. So one problem is expansion means new market, new. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Existing product to a new market. Can you remember? I'll just connect you a theory called ends of yes or no, students. Now again, students, this won't click in the exams. I'm 100% sure. No problem. But I just want to give you a small explanation. So expand our hotel operation by having cafe in the ground floor. I can say instead of a expansion, is that what, students? Is that what, students? Product what, students? Product what, students? Development. Because students,
Development.
now if you see the part B requirement, they are stating evaluation of type center. Now expansion is different. Product development can cause a big change in the part B requirement. Are you understanding, students? Okay.
Yeah.
So where our existing guest can use it in the meeting place, existing guest, do you look at the term here? What is that, students? Existing guest.
Existing
So is
guest.
that 100% application? Yes or no? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes. Yes, it is.
100% application. Okay, in the meeting place. And it will be open for outsiders too. Since we do not have experience in the cafe segment, so can I just write down in the leadership point, lack of experience in what, students? Lack of experience in
In
cafe
running
segment.
cafe.
Cafe system.
Running cafe. Yeah.
Running cafe, lack of experience. Students, any problems with that, students? Are you clear?
Yes.
Good, wonderful. So students, now what we will do is Lin Hio. Who is Lin Hio? Can you tell me? Who is Lin Hio? Lin Hio.
Marketing director.
Very good, marketing director. So again, I saw two problems. One problem is name dropping. Now, when you are dropping someone's name, you should tell the duty that should be done by them. Just saying Lin Hio should do that. After that, just telling Finlay Rea should do that. Zeo Dias should do that. That's wrong. You should tell practically what they need to do that. That is a thing that you need to keep in mind. Okay, has made a proposal that we acquire a Joe Spy. Now students, I will just write here Joe Spy. So students, Joe Spy is understanding of the business segment. So Joe Spy is in where do you get information about Joe Spy?
In the appendix.
Article.
Correct. In the appendix, the pre-seen material. Correct. 100%. So there will be that we will be able to provide an excellent service to our guests as well as outsiders. Further, he insisted that the company belonged to one of his childhood friends. So Joya Hoyes is telling this company also belong to whom, students? Belong to whom, students?
Magda.
Childhood friend.
Child.
So wonderful answer given by Mr. Eranta. I will just ask from other student, when you see this childhood friend, what it came into your mind? There is a subject.
Conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest, good. Other than that, specifically.
Corporate governance.
Corporate governance, no.
Threat of familiarity.
Threat of familiarity, no. Anything you are thinking, students? Yusuf, anything you are thinking when it comes to someone that is known? You are telling all correct. But little one more thing, I will give you a clue. It is related to financial reporting.
Conflict of interest.
Financial reporting.
Related parties.
Wonderful.
Goodwill.
Actually, it is related party disclosure. So can I just mention here IAS 24 related party disclosure? I think Mr. Eranta has wrote it very well. Because can you remember, students, there is a little bit of related party issue also. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tarindu. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So there will be no issues in other factors when dealing with acquisition. So again, there is an issue here. Other factors, there is telling no issue. So, but can I just mention a note here? Other factors also you need to consider, yes or no, students? Correct me. Okay. So he's telling there won't be any issue. So now Zio Dias. Who is Zio Dias, students? Who is Zio Dias?
See,
Finance director.
Finance director. Okay, so first the challenges associated with the valuation of goodwill when we acquire 100% of this Geodias, this company, that is GeoSpy, and other factors that we need to consider. Okay, and secondly, what are the post-acquisition factors that needs to be considered and whether the new venture should be treated. So students, I will initially come challenges associated with acquiring what company, students? GeoSpy,
Geospy.
or challenges associated with acquiring GeoSpy in valuation of what? In valuation of what? In valuation of what? Goodwill. Now one common mistake I saw within the students, there is a wrong accounting standard that is mentioned. Students, goodwill, the accounting standard is what, students? Goodwill, the accounting standard is what, students? It is IFRS 3. IFRS 3, the name of that is business, what, students? Business combination. Okay, and the problem, the mistake made by students is they were writing, instead of IFRS 3, they were writing IAS, what, students? 38. That is a big mistake, students, big mistake. But other than that, it is very good. You have improved. So students, whenever you are starting, it's better. You will definitely get one question on accounting standard for sure. So the main reason why I have kept is just to make you understand how it will come also. So students, I will just start writing here. One good point, and I think this is a point that was taken by Mr. Erantha. So I'm copying his point here once again, students. Okay, so I will just write down a small introduction. In accordance with, I'll just mention, in accordance with IFRS 3 business combination, in accordance with IFRS 3 business combination, when a company acquires controlling stake, acquires what stake, students? Controlling stake in another entity, then goodwill arises. Then what? Goodwill arises. Okay, I'll mention goodwill is the difference between what, students? Fair value of
consideration paid,
investment less fair value of what, students?
net assets.
Fair value of net assets. Fair value of net assets. Fair value of net assets. So I have seen like some students were writing about Instagram, Facebook acquiring Instagram, all good. That's how we need to write. Situational example. Are you getting what I'm saying? You should not go to a real life hotel which purchased a pie company. That is anyway impossible. You can mention that point. So I'm taking this from Shanti's answer because Shanti has mentioned example, this is the purple color. Example, Facebook acquired controlling stake of what, students? Controlling stake of Instagram. She was mentioning Instagram. So this is a point I took from Shanti's answer. So students, any problems with that? Any problems with that, students?
No.
Arvind, Arvind, can I just talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Arvind, now if you see the problem, I just want to say here, if you see Arvind, you should not study the entire goodwill from A to Z. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
In the
sure.
case study exam, they won't ask you to do a huge calculation of goodwill.
Yeah.
They will be asking the practical challenges in the goodwill. Are you clear with what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah,
in exams, this level of technicality is more than enough. So don't need to write too much of technical explanation. Fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So students, I assume that for that introduction, you may get at least 1 mark, generally my assumption. So one thing I has found, so I can say a little bit of business application, that is our red color pen. So I can say Alcapa Hotel, Alcapa Hotel will generally, what will happen? Will generally have the following issues in valuing what students? In
Goodwill.
valuing the fair value of what students? Fair value of net assets when calculating what students? When calculating what students?
Goodwill.
Goodwill. And this, if you can write this will be better. And Alcapa should follow the procedures in accordance with IFRS 13. So I will write here, students, IFRS 13. Can someone tell me what is IFRS 13? IFRS 13.
Fair value calculation.
Financial statements.
Fair value measurement. Fair value measurement. So this is fair value measurement, students. Fair value measurement. Okay. IFRS 13. Alcapa should follow the procedures in accordance with IFRS 13. Fair value measurement. Fair value measurement. Fair value measurement. Fair value measurement. Now, one good point I am going to say what was given by Mr. Erantha. Now, Kin, the problem is you are putting bullet points. Examiner does not like bullet points. He likes the heading structure. You can also check the suggested answers. There is no bullet point. So, one heading of Mr. Erantha, I can say lack of audited financial statement. Lack of what, students? Audited financial statement from Joe Spy. Yes or no, students? Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, is Joe Spy a big company or a small medium entity?
Small.
Small medium entity. So, do they have audited financial statements?
No.
No, generally no. But if you see our company, we do have audited financial statement. So, Arvind, I want to ask you a question. Is that a maturity type of point?
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
I think so. So, Tarindu, are you getting that point? What I'm saying here, lack of audited financial statement, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, students, we will continue here. I can say the financial statements needs to have fundamental qualitative characteristics such as faithful representation and relevance. And what? Relevance. Now, if you look at here, Joe Spy may have it, but the reliability will be less. So I will just come to the point here. So I can say, since Joe Spy is a small medium entity, they are not obliged to follow strict audit procedures. So there can be high issues on the reliability of the information. Yes or no, students? Reliability of the information.
Yes.
Reliability of the information. Full stop. So that is a business application, reliability of the information. So my next question is, students, I will just continue that with a different color pen. So that is the idea of the business application. So the people what we can take over in this case study is students. Now, if you generally see in our case study, students, Now you are a finance manager in this company. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes or no? Agree?
Yes.
Students, I want to ask you a question. Do you know Liz Petro? Who is Liz Petro?
Boss.
Liz Petro.
Finance
Boss.
manager.
Finance
Finance
manager,
manager.
correct. Senior finance manager. Liz Petro. So I actually wanted this answer also. Liz Petro. Mr. Eranta, I think you got the point, because now in this case you can directly go and talk to our this situation. In this situation, you can directly go and say Zio Dias to do it. So you need to speak to Liz Petro. Correct me if I'm wrong, students. Yes or no?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so Liz Petro should be able to visit GeoSpy with some independent auditors. With some what, students?
Independent.
Independent auditors, and can verify the financial what, students? Statements. Okay, so I will come to the leadership point. So the reconciliations, look at the verb I'm using, students. What is the verb, students? Reconciliation of tax returns and tax estimates, tax return and tax estimates can be compared to understand some extent of the profit. Now I just want to clarify with Mr. Arvind, in UK, especially, I think it's not like Asia. Correct me if I'm wrong, Arvind. Tax returns are strict, or still you can make adjustments?
No, it's a bit strict.
It's a bit strict. No,
You
it's a
can
bit
make
strict.
adjustments.
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone was telling it can make adjustments. Someone was telling.
Yeah. It's me as well. You can do lots of adjustments.
Okay, so I am going with Mr. Iqbal. You can do a lot of adjustments, you are saying, but still compared with Asia, controlled or not
No, it's
controlled?
a bit strict, it's all in the way in which you produced, and your auditors will confirm it. Then after that, you submit your thing with HMRC.
Correct. Because I also believe, because according to a little bit strict somehow. So students, now my question here is this point fine? Yes or no? Tarindu,
Yeah.
is this point fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yunus, is this 0.5? Yusuf, sorry.
Tax return, yes.
Yusuf, is this 0.5? You can use the comment box if you have any problem. I will just go through the students. Arvind, I think okay. Shanti, fine. Tarindu is fine. Who is Kashif? I think Kashif, Eranta, Gavin is there. Jasin is there. King is there. Rikas, Malik, Samuel, Sankalp, Suhara, and Yusuf. So I think everything looks fine, students. Everything looks fine. So thank you very much, students, for the information what is given here. So students, now what I will continue next is a lack of audited financial statements. So another thing I can generally come is a practical explanation. So audited financial statement is one thing, and still if you have audited financial statement, students, I just want to say, okay, I can say challenges. I'll write down another subheading, challenges. So challenges in valuing tangible non-current asset. Tangible what, students?
Non-current assets.
Non-current assets, tangible non-current assets. Now students, for a pie company, what is their most important? Don't mention machinery. I can say ovens, yes or no? Because Mr. Rikas, that is the only problem I was seeing in your answer. Because instead of saying machinery, you can say ovens. I can say generally the non-current asset valuation will depend on the economic useful life and the usage of the current asset, the usage of the current assets, and any other economic factors such as impairment loss. Such as what loss, students? Impairment loss, economic factor. I think today you are aware that oil is impaired at the moment. It's negative now. No storage place. So it's an impairment loss. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So Tarindu, I want to ask you a question. What is the difference between economic useful life and estimated useful life?
Economic useful life is the time period in which we can expect to receive economic benefits from, and estimated useful life is the time in which we can use it, but at the same time we will not receive economic benefits. I'm not really sure.
Okay, it's a good question asked by Mr. Rikas. So students, if possible, you can write it down. That can come in the exam also. So students, estimated useful life means, let's assume a lease contract. You're going for a car lease for 10 years. So estimated useful life, okay, is a 10 years lease. Okay, 10 years lease. So that is estimated useful life, the lease period. Economic useful life is, students, the car can be used for a total period of 25 years. That is economic useful life. There's a difference between estimated useful life and what, students? Economic useful life. Just keep that in mind, students. So students, so I will just come to the practical factors here. The GeoSpy will definitely have ovens for baking the pies. Yes or no? Further, this company is, can someone tell me, this company is a new company or very old company? I'll just take it. It is 1921. Yes or no? Further, this company was established in which year, students? 1921. So students, so further this company is relatively an old company. It's relatively an old company. So there can be chances of using old ovens. Yes or no, students? Chances are there. Okay, relative chances are there. So so students, what I am going to do here is I'll write down the people skill now. Okay, now people skill I just want to write down. Now again, we can't use the term Liz Petro. So let's see who is the person that we can send here in this time. Who is the person you can send in this time? So students, this place is in the Mainlandia South Coast. So who is our South Division Director? South Division Director?
Marcus Chan.
Marcus Chan. So why didn't you mention him in the point? You get what I'm saying, student? So I'll just mention Marcus Chan can go for a casual visit. Yes or no, students? Correct me if I'm wrong. Casual visit and identify the mechanism they are using in the production process. Okay, another leadership point I can say is also Marcus can have a session from a past employee of which company, students? Past employee of what company, students? GeoSpy. Yes or no, students? Frankly, students, when I have done, in personal experience, I have done some merger and acquisition. So during merger and acquisition, when we want to learn the organizational culture, we always talk to the past employees. Tarindu? So past employees are the main people you can get more information, because the way you treat them, some employees will definitely tell good about the company. We learn the culture of the company based on the employees who are not currently working, because generally students, we can generally identify employees who are working being loyal at least for their monthly salary what they are getting, yes or no. But the past employees who do not have any connection are the real resources to identify whatever they are doing. Fine with the students, yes or no?
Yes, sir. But what if, sir, during the time that, what if they have changed their organizational culture? Then what would the approach be?
No,
Because,
I'm not telling a very old past employee. I'm telling a recent past employee.
okay,
So thanks for that point, Tarindu. So I'll mention a recent past employee. You get what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
A recent past employee, not the very old. I do agree with that risk, because there can be chances of a small change in the organizational culture if we go towards very, very old employees. So students, are you fine with that explanation?
Mhm.
Good. So students, now if you see here, just I am telling you, this will earn you around 1 marks. This is 2 marks. This is 2 marks. So the paper here, we are going to score how many marks, students? We are going to score around how many marks? 10 marks. 10 marks. So students, we will roughly write another 2 more problems that we will be facing here with JoSpy. So students, I am generally asking you, now what has happened at the moment, I just want to say, is people going to eat at JoSpy, or are they going to the shop nowadays?
They're not going.
They are not going. So students, can there be an impairment loss taking place? Yes or no?
Yes.
But,
Yes.
sir, they don't say that the locals are not going, right? They say that the tourists are not going.
1 minute. Let's see here. Tourists used to eat breakfast in our day. So my question here is, Tarindu, do you think this hotel is specially for the locals, or their target audience are tourists? What do you think?
Where the Joe Spicer,
Close by, no? Just by, yes.
Joe Spice, okay, tourists. Yes, it's a tourist attraction.
That's what they are going to close down also. Yes or no?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
and I can still continue further. Due to trend changes, I'll just write down, due to trend changes, an impairment review also can be conducted. Yes or no, sorry. Impairment review can be conducted.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no?
Yes.
Now, students, I am asking you a question. A company that is going to close down, will you have a goodwill or a bargain purchase?
Bargain purchase.
Bagging purchase.
So that is the answer that examiner requires from the world prize winning student. So can I just mention here, bargain purchase? What is that, students? Bargain purchase. Now I want to ask you a question. Arvind, do you know what is bargain purchase?
Yeah, now you just demand on the price, you just say a price, take it or
That
leave
means
it.
the investment value is less than their asset value. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
sure. Mhm.
So that is only known as bargain purchase. Example of a practical bargain purchase, I can say, Microsoft acquired which company, students, at a bargain purchase? Microsoft acquired Nokia. Yes or no,
Okay.
students?
Yep.
Nokia at a bargain purchase, almost going to close down. They took it at a bargain purchase. So ultimately they won it. So students, that is one more thing that I'm mentioning here. So I will continue to the next heading. So one is next one. So students, I just want to ask you a question here. Let's see here, they are telling. So large hotels. Students, can I ask you one question? May they have any patents for their recipes? Chances
Yes.
are there or not
Yeah.
there, students?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Chance is there.
So I can say here, challenges in valuing intangible non-current asset. Can I write that? Yes or no?
Mhm.
Challenges in valuing intangible non, what, students? current assets? Yes or no, students? Can there be challenges
Yes.
in valuing intangible non-current asset? High level chances are there, students. High level chances are there. Challenges in valuing intangible non-current asset. So I will just underline this point, students. So what we will do is we will continue. Okay, students. Yes. So here, challenges in valuing intangible non-current. So can I just give a brief introduction of an intangible non-current asset? Okay. So I can generally say intangible non-current assets are separable. Look at the verb I'm using. Separable assets which can be
Control.
measured reliably. Which can be measured what? Reliably. Separable non-current assets which can be measured reliably. Okay, students, now I will continue with the red color pen. That is our business application. So students, if you see here, can I say Joe Spy may have patented their special recipe? Yes or no? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Recipe
Yeah.
of their pies. Agree? However, there may not be an active market. There may not be what, students? There may not be an
Active market.
active market to value this recipe's future economic benefits. Yes or no? Future what, students? Economic benefit. Future economic benefits. Full stop. Future economic benefits. So that is one issue. So students, so the next thing I can identify is generally patents will last for how many years, students?
No idea, sir.
100
30
years.
years.
Oh,
So this company was 1921. What is our current year?
2020.
That is the
Next year.
purposeful reason they put 1920. Can you write a note about that?
Ah,
Interesting point.
So after you buy the company, next year patent is expired. Everyone will start manufacturing the product. What will happen, students? You
Competition.
will be number one bankrupt person. And let's assume Zero Dias will be out of the company. Your team will be out. Zero Dias, you, everyone will be working in a pie shop.
is it not possible to retake the patents like as soon as
No,
it
no,
expires?
you can't do it. A patent, especially for medicine, everything is worth for 100 years only.
Wow.
Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt. Here we are not only just relying on the pies, isn't it? As we said, it is going to be a cafe. We are going to be having an hallmark by introducing many things apart
I
from
do
the
agree
pie.
with you, but inside the hotel, since it's a five-star hotel, their main objective will be to charge premium for this pie using Joe's brand.
Yeah.
But
But by that time,
when at that
another
time
thing
when
is-
this is gone, you can't charge premium
It's not
because
like
they
that.
may have substitutes.
it's not like that. This is the only pie they are carrying on. Maybe within this years they might have developed some more pies which might have surpassed these existing pies also. Then they can go for the patent for that also. No?
I do agree with you, but actually, what is special here is this company is specially for pies. Example,
Yes,
like
that's what I'm saying in
McBurgers.
pies only. Yeah, Mark Burgers.
If you see Burger King or McBurger, their specialty is burger. But if you see what has happened generally is the burger copyright is no more with anyone. So anyone can produce burger. Are you getting what I'm saying? But the only question is, did they retain their branding? That did they position themselves? They are for pies. Like example, KFC. If you see, they have
Yeah.
positioned themselves. They are for chicken.
Yes.
And
chicken.
even if the patents is gone, still that branding will be able to secure them. So I will just mention one thing. So economic benefit. So I will write down that leadership point. We can write down more about that pie thing. So I can generally write down another one, the people skill, that is green color. Now tell me, students, intangible asset again, like who can go to identify that. So can I just mention one thing? I can generally say that in order to find this, who you can send, the people who is in this intangible, I think it's better if our senior guy, that is our finance manager, goes there. Once again, it's better to give him the responsibility. That is our
Yes.
finance guy, Liz Petro. So I'll mention here Liz Petro. Liz Petro can visit Mainlandia. Look at the verb I'm using. Visit Mainlandia. Mainlandia. Patent Association. What association?
Patent association.
Patent Association. Now this is my own imagination. You get what I'm saying? Visit Mainlandia Patent Association, where he will be able to obtain data. He will be able to obtain data relating to the registration date of the patent and the expiry date and the expiry date and the expiry date and the expiry date. So I will come to the leadership explanation, students. So I will write here, I can say, since the company was established, since the company was established in 1921, there can be high chances the patent may be registered during incorporation. So there is high risk that the patent may expire next year after we acquire JOSPI. Full stop. So that is the point there, students. Any issues with that, students?
Can we mention the other part also?
Yes.
Like if they might have gone after 5 years, then there may also be 5 years left of like that, because it may
Correct.
be 95 years.
Correct.
That one point
That
can
also
be
can
added.
be written, but generally in commercial sense, when the businesses are emerging, incorporating, they will go with the patent right. Even if you see these tech companies, when they are starting itself, they go. Example, Byju's. You may be aware about it.
Yeah.
Now, Byju's
Yes.
would have already patented their company, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes.
that is the reason. But later, around after 50, 60 years, if someone is buying Byju's, then there will be a problem. Okay, so students, now the next challenge what we have, this is extreme level of thinking. So I'll write down here the next challenge that we will be facing here. Challenges in valuing liabilities. Challenges in valuing what, students? Liabilities. Now my question, students, is fair value of net asset. Net asset is generally what, students? Asset minus what, students? Liabilities. Yes or no? Now students, if you look, this is what business, students? This is what business? Smith family. Can there be family loans? Personal family loans? Yes or no? And can there be family interest with a higher rate compared with bank interest? Can that happen? High chances. So when this company is taking over this company, they should be very much clear to the family members that you should settle your loan and then give us the company. What do you think, students? Practical or not practical?
Yes, sir. Right.
So students, I will be writing here, I can say liabilities can be in the form of bank loans or provisions on legal matters. On what matters, students? Legal matters, comma. So students, that is a basic explanation. So now I am going to continue this sentence. I am going to say, since Joe's Pie is a family business, there can be personal loans given by the Smith family to the business, yes or no? The personal loans cannot be estimated with proper market value, yes or no? Estimated with what? Proper market value. Agree with me, yes or no, students?
Because
So,
they're using a different interest rate, sir.
correct, they can manipulate the rate as they want because it's family business. You get what I'm saying there?
Yes, sir.
And I'll just continue that point. I can still say the person who is in charge. So I will generally mention, I can say, can I ask you one question? Lin Hio would have given some loan to this company, Joe's Pie. So since the company is getting bankrupt, can he ask you buy this company and settle my loan? Can that happen? You get the point what I'm saying. Now, Lin Hio, the
Childhood
marketing
friend.
director, childhood friend, would have given some personal loan to Joe's Pie. So after you buy that company, can they settle Lin Ho's from the money? Can that be an ulterior motive? Hello?
Yes, something fishy.
Something
business
fishy.
going.
That is a little bit of
Objectivity.
thinking that you need to have, students. That happens in life.
Objectivity.
Yes. So I can generally say, further, instead of putting Lin here, I can say a Zeodias. This is a very crucial thing. I will just mention here. A Zeodias, further Zeodias can ask them to present all the liabilities and approve with an audited document with their signature, okay, and then I'll write down the leadership point. Okay, we should also ask Lin Hio why he is interested in proposing this transaction, and independent review should be conducted. Independent what, students? Review should be conducted on his personal transactions with what, students? With
Joe's Pie.
Pie, and concluded with transparency. This happens, students. Please keep in mind, when someone is recommending something to you, you should always assume that they also have some intangible something there. You get the point there, students?
Yes, sir.
So that is the fourth point. So students, now I think that looks fine here. So the challenges we considered here. So we need to consider the other factors, we need to consider the other factors. Okay. So before going into the other factors, do you have any questions, students? Any questions do you have, students, in this? Any questions, students?
No, sir.
No? If you're okay with that, you can put Y.
This is Yusuf.
Yes, Yusuf.
Sir, can you please explain the last sentence which you have read?
Okay.
The personal transaction. Yeah.
Okay. Now, students, when someone is recommending, now I think in Sri Lanka you would have heard about this incident that took place. Arjun Mahendran and there was another company. What is that? Perpetual Treasury. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tarindu, you can give now if you see Perpetual Treasury and Arjun Mahindran are relations. So they proposed the bond scam to get money from the government. So so Yusuf, in this case, what has happened is Lin Hio is telling his friend's company to buy. Maybe he would have given some money to them, yes or no. That's what we need to check whether his personal transaction with GeoPy. Example, how many days in a week he is going there. Has he given any significant amount from his bank transfer? We can request all those things. We can find it. You get the point what I'm saying here, Yusuf. Is that clear? Thank you. So students, I'll just go through this. Any questions you have, please feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. If you're okay with that, you can put Y in the comment box. Y in the comment box. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. So students, in this case, what are you thinking the other factors that we need to consider? The other factors we need to consider practically, other than this valuation, other factors we need to consider in this hotel chain, what we are going to buy, this Pi company, before we focus on buying this other factors. So I think it was properly given by Mr. Rikas, the future cash flows. In other words, an NPV calculations can be conducted. I think it was given. So can I just mention here, I can say future cash flow, yes or no, students? Agree? Future cash flows. Any problems with that, Tarindu, yes or no?
No, sir, no problem.
So I will just continue with that. I can say Alcapa can identify the future cash flow that is expected from the business. So that is generally a basic point. So I will just write down with the red color pen. So I can say the demand should be considered. The demand should be considered whether people are still interested in eating what students? Pie, and whether there is a change in consumer taste and preference. Whether there is a change in consumer taste and preference. Consumer taste and what, students? Preference. Okay, so I can just write down here. Now in this point, you can just have, we can ask, an independent market researcher can be recruited. An independent what, students? An independent market researcher can be recruited, people skill, okay, can be recruited, so that he will be able to identify the trends in the market, full stop, comma. So I will come to the leadership point. So I can say further sensitivity analysis. What is the verb I am using, students? Sensitivity analysis should be carried out so that the risk can be measured based on the price elasticity of what, students? Of demand. Price elasticity of demand. Students, that is one other factor you need to consider. Fine with that, students? Yes or no?
Yes.
Students, any other factors you need to consider?
Does it align with our business goals?
No, one thing I can say, competitors of Joe's. Can you consider competitor of Joe's Pipe? Now, what happened was, can you remember, students, if you see when Uber Eats started, Ola acquired Food Panda, yes or no? So, can Joe's competitor being acquired by one of our competitors? Can that happen? Yes or no?
Yes.
High chances are there. So, students, I can just mention competitor of Joe's. Competitor of what? Joe's Pie. You need to consider that also. Agree or not agree? Can you directly blindly buy those? No. You need to always see the competitor also. Because students, if the competitor is very much good in the market and this company is going to close down, still what will happen is the competitor will be able to support one of our competitor. Can that happen? Yes or no? Cross competition, can that take place? Yes or no, students? Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
So I will write here, the competition for Joe's can be considered. Can be considered. Example, they may have competition from another pie maker. Yes or no, students? Yes or no? Or cake maker, something, a substitute. Okay? Full stop. So I will just come to the business application. So I can say here, if the competitors are not monitored, what can happen is, students, are not monitored, other competitors can promote other hotels. Yes or no? Other hotels inside their cafe. Can that happen, students? Yes or no?
Yes.
By giving discounts, promotion, can that happen, students? High chances are there. If one is owned by another one, all the other competitors will promote another one. So I need to be another point. So I will just mention there. So the people, one, I can come to the finance director. So I'll just say Zeodias. So I'll come here. Zeodias, the people skill. Zeodias should be very careful. Because we have only how many percent market share? 10% market share. Yes or no? Which may affect our business. Which may affect our what? Business. You get the point. For example, Cargill's Bank, Cargill's Food City. Okay. Can Keels, slowly Keels, after that I can say Laughs, everyone, can they promote Sampath Bank? Yes or no? Can they counterattack Cargill's Bank? Chances are there or not there, if that
Yes.
happens?
Yes, sir. It's
High
possible.
chances are there. So shares which may affect our business. So I will just come to the leadership one. So I can say the competition should be monitored without big impact. Without what impact, students? Big impact. Now, for example, if you see Tata's, they acquired Jaguar, Range Rover, but they were very good in competition handling. They handled it very successfully. Okay.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes,
Can
please.
you tell us some more example, like real world example on this?
On this. So I can generally say, if you see Apple, okay, Apple bought that music player. What is that, Tarindu? That headphone Apple owns, Beat something.
Beats by Dr. Dre.
Beats. So when that came, if you see these other players, they will only support the competitors when you buy one company. Another example I can generally say,
Samsung
SoftLogic. Correct. SoftLogic
partnered with
acquired
LG.
Odell. So what happened was, Odell is now no one is promoting, only SoftLogic is promoting. So that will become the threat if something happens. Example, Dialog. Dialog acquired CBN set and they made it as Dialog TV. But now no one is supporting because other people will go for an independent one. Another basic example I can say, if you go to Cargill's Food City, you get kissed biscuit. But now what happens is Melbourne, Munchie, everyone will be supporting a normal person like Spa, Hotel, a Spa, or Apico something. Are you clear with what I'm saying here, Yusuf? Hello?
Yes, yes. I'm clear.
Tarindu, you were telling one example.
No, sir. Samsung acquired AKG, partnered with AKG to counterattack the AirPod thing with their own sound quality technology.
Correct. So students, just keep in mind, and
Question.
students, one more other factor that you can consider here. One more other factor you can consider here before we are going to go ahead with this guide. One more other factor. What about the dominant employees? What do you think, students? This is related to food. So will there be dominant chefs here? Yes or no, Tarindu?
Yes,
So
sir.
when there is a management change, if the dominant chef is also retiring, will you have a problem later? Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes, because the recipe might change. Even if we have the rights to the recipe, if the people that don't know how to make the recipe are not there, then it's completely useless. The
It's
recipe.
it's completely useless. So that can be a big factor here. So I can just write down here as dominant employees. Dominant what, students?
Employees.
Employees. So I will just say, now this is not a manufacturing sector. This is a service sector. Even this pie shop. So I can say, I can write down here. So I can say the chefs involved in pie making process are very crucial for the organization. Yes or no? Are very crucial for the organization because the taste is one of the critical success factor. One of the what, students? Critical success factor. So do you see the verb I'm using here? Critical success factor. If you don't mind, students, can you please underline this verb critical success factor in your book? Because I'm generally telling you, students, critical success factor is generally one of the most important thing that you need to keep in mind. Fine with that, students?
Yes, sir.
So I will come here. So I'll just start writing. So I'll just mention the application. So I'll just say the chef involved in making pies and the suppliers involved in supplying the right flour, spices should be retained. Yes or no? I'm asking you. Now, for example, Tarindu, when you buy this company and suppliers are changing, will the taste change? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Because the quality of the product inputs will be changing.
Inputs will be changing. So instead of using input, I mentioned flour, spices. You get the point there.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
should be retained. So students, at the moment, do we have divisional managers only? But do we have anyone taking operations management in our organization? Is that a strength or a weakness at the moment? Do we have anyone for operations manager?
Yes, we have operations
Weakness.
managers. We have.
No, that is for hotels. But for the entire entity, do we have?
No, we
No.
don't.
We don't have. That is one issue of decentralization. At least one person should be able to have a eagle's eye on what is taking place. So I can generally say an operations manager from south division can be delegated. Look at the verb I am using, students. Delegated to undertake the research on the operations process, But one more thing, students, that operations guy who you are taking to do this research should at least have little bit of cafe experience, yes or no? And I just mentioned it will be an advantage if that individual has some, it will be an advantage if that individual has some retail experience in cafe industry. Full stop. Students, are you fine with that, students? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Students, the part A section is completed. Other factors also done. So we are going to do the part B, post acquisition factors we need to consider. So before going into part B, just asking any questions anyone have, you can please feel free to ask. Any questions anyone have? If you're okay with the full explanation, you can type Y in the comment box. We can continue with the second part.
Sir, this is you, sir. Sir, do we need to consider on the marketing side, particularly for that cafe?
Yes, you are correct, Yusuf. We need to consider, very much important. But actually, do we have a marketing director? Yes. But in this issue, we can't involve him because he is usually a friend of this company. So can we have that familiarity with that conflict of interest? So anyway, there is high chances he will give positive feedback.
Okay.
So students, this is, I generally don't want you to write a big length, a perfect answer, but understand the thinking approach. Now students, I told you this 1921 and 2020, 100 years, the patent issue is there. But when you're doing so much industry research, you may not be able to think. You should be specifically to the mainland, yeah? So students, so the next thing they're asking you, post-acquisition factors need to be considered. Post-acquisition factors. Post-acquisition factors needs to be considered. Factors to be considered. Okay, so I will just make it black color and I will just underline that also so that it will be very clear for you. Post-acquisition factors to be considered. So students, can you tell me one major post-acquisition factor to be considered?
Evaluation of, measuring whether the project merger was a success, basically reviewing the success. Like, did we meet our goals that we initially planned to achieve with the merger? Acquisition.
Okay. Any other post-acquisition factor? Little bit specifically.
Financial reporting.
Financial reporting, no. Aravind?
Communication internally and externally, let's say, to employees and to
No.
the customers.
No.
Culture
Aravind,
concept.
Culture
Culture.
concept. No. You're not thinking like in the mainlandian sector.
Alright.
Basic points are coming.
PR issues, like what if after we take over, the locals would be concerned with what's going to happen to the business.
No. I want to say compliance. Because students, this is highly regulated country. Yes or no? Mail India Tourist Board is also there. Mail India Health and Safety Board is also there. Yes or no? So what you need to initially think about is whether compliance is satisfied. I don't know. I think Mr. Erantha,
Yeah, Mr. Khan.
Mr. Erantha, now if you generally see in Qatar experience, before we do any business, first thing we will think about the laws. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Erantha.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely no, because we will always think whether it is according to the law of this country, and then only we will go ahead with new proposal. Arvind, I think in UK also it's the same thing. Correct me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong.
Yeah, same way. You need to,
Because it's
due diligence.
highly compliance oriented country, if I'm not mistaken. They will always check everything. Even if you are going to start a small cafe also, there is a lot of compliance to be followed.
Yeah, your health and safety, everything.
Everything. So here, can I just mention compliance factor is important or not an important? Just ask.
Yeah, it's cafe. Yeah.
So I'll just mention here the compliance factor, students, because that is the issue here. So Tarindu, are you clear with the point what I'm mentioning? The compliance factor. The compliance factor. Because currently, can they take off the 4-star hotels? Suppose something wrong happens in our cafe. Lack of cleanliness, can that affect our 4-star status also? Yes or no?
Yes.
For example, inside our cafe, the Wi-Fi is not working inside our cafe due to negligence of the employees, new employees who are not in our organizational culture. So can that affect our internal factor? High chances. So I can say can I continue, students? Yes or no?
Yes.
The compliance is usually compulsory in hotel segment. Frankly speaking, not only in Mail India, generally everywhere hotel is highly compliance based generally. So I can say in Mail India, the tourist board will monitor the standards of the hotel, and further there can be chances of losing or paying penalty for not following regulations. For not following what, students? Regulations. Yes or no, students? Chances are there or not there? For not following what, students? Regulations. Do you get the point there? Agree? And it is practical also, students. It is practical also when you are doing this merger and acquisition. Highly a practical thing that you need to keep in mind. So I will come to the people skill, the person who is in charge. So students, I can say Marcus Chan, again our South Division Director. Marcus Chan should be able to understand the current process of Joe's pie with the process of what, students? With the process of what, students? With the process of Alcapa. And needs to have a proper change management. What is that, students? Change management process. So I will just come here. This can be implemented by making the employees feeling secured of their jobs and motivating them by involving. So students, can you remember there was something called Cotter and Selsinger? Yes or no? A resistance to change, education, communication. But am I using that or just referencing that? So in exam, students, if you forget something also you can pass, provided your mind is open. Are you getting what I'm saying there, students? Hello?
Yes.
Good, good. So students, one is a compliance factor that needs to be considered here. Now another factor that you need to consider, I can also say, I can increase this point by also putting Mail India Health and Safety Board also. So I'll just write within bracket, I did not put that, but you can also put Mail India. Don't write 2.4 separately. Compliance can be combined with health and safety, but I just made it simple, Health and Safety Board. So students, just asking you the next question. The next question, what is the other post acquisition factor you are thinking that we can implement here?
Longevity.
Practical thinking on Mail India point of view.
Reputation,
A reputation is a practical,
business.
not a practical. It's just a dump.
Mm,
Product diversity. Now students, if you see Joe Spy, they only produce what, students?
nice.
Pies. But in a hotel, do you expect the tourists to have only pies, or do you need to have product diversity?
Product diversity.
So just asking you, continuing after acquisition only with pies inside the hotel, can that be successful or not successful? What do you think, students?
Not successful.
Not successful. Students, you can also argue with me if you have any problem. So I'll just mention here product diversity. What I'm going to mention, students, here, product diversity. So I'll write here product diversity. Product what, students? Diversity. Product diversity. Ready, students? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Product diversity. So I will write down here. Now I can generally say Joe Spy is only specialized for what, students? For pies. Yes or no, students? Agree? So
Yes.
Yeah.
I will just come to the next point. So I can generally say inside the hotel, the major demand will be from the guest. Yes or no? Will be from the guest compared with the
Yeah.
outsiders. Agree? Compared with the outsiders. Will be with the guest compared with what, students? Outsiders. Any problems there, students? No problems. So I will just continue. Further, they may demand variety of items. They may demand variety of items. Agree or not agree, students? Yes or no? Variety of
Yeah.
items. So now here comes the major issue. So I can generally say, so again I will write down here, Marcus can initially conduct a pilot run in a hotel with less guests to learn about satisfying the demand. Learn about to satisfy the demand. Comma, students, now one problem is there. These employees are used to make pie. So again, students, can there be demotivation? Yes or no? People who are specialized, you are asking them to make, let's assume like shortage, like a roll, okay, pastry. If you ask them to do like that, will there be a problem? Yes or no? So I can say this can cause some demotivation. This can cause some demotivation to the existing employees, of Joe's. However, you can motivate them by explaining clearly it is a job enrichment. It is a job enrichment and provide them pre-training on how to make buns, pastries, cupcakes. You get what I'm saying, students? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So that will anyway keep them like mostly happy at the end of the day. They are getting new skills, but some staffs may not like it, but still majority needs to accept it. Fine with that, students? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. So compliance factor, product diversity is also there. So students, any other questions? Some people has written that third point. The other problem is market diversity. Yes or no, students? Because I wanted to ask you one question. If you see this country, this Joe Spy is popular in which market, students?
South.
In which market? South market. So students, there is high chances in the central and also in the north market there may be different types of food habits. What do you think, students? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Mm,
High chances are there. For example, students, in the north, since it's a hilly area, instead of pies they may be wanting something else. What do you think, students? Hello? And mostly adventure people, so they may want something like egg, a half boiled egg like that to make them healthy and go to those places. What do you think, students?
But sir, can't you say that like because it's a very cold area, like people would prefer warm foods, like to sit in front of the fireplace and have a cup of tea and eat like that. So instead of warm eggs, they would actually prefer baked goods because they are generally warm and very filling.
Correct. But do you think pie will be suitable for all the market or not suitable? Just a practical.
Not suitable.
Not
Not
suitable.
suitable.
Not suitable, no? So I can say this country, Mainlandia, is geographically diversified. Geographically diversified. Yes or no, students? Geographically diversified. Diversified. Therefore, the taste and preferences may vary from the markets. But I can say, instead of having pies in all the markets, instead of having pies in all the markets, they can adjust their menu. They can adjust their what, students? Menu based on the other markets, based on the other markets, and also have pie as a complementary product. What product, students? Complementary product, not their main product, just a complementary product. Now, students, I will just continue with the next one, that is the people skills. So we have two divisional managers there. One is Sam Singh. So I'll write here Sam Singh. Okay. And what is the other one? North is Amy Lomati. Correct? Amy Lomati should work together and identify the favorite consumer preferences. Favorite consumer what, students? Preferences. Fine with that, students? Comma. And now I am going to continue this with the leadership skill. And I can just say, and a value analysis can be conducted. Yes or no, students? Value analysis can be conducted whether a cafe is needed in some hotels. Yes or no? Because students, generally, if you see in some hotels, there is no need for a cafe. Yes or no, student? Because
Yes.
consumers will not anyway come there. It depends on hotels also. So are you clear with what I'm saying there, students? Yes or no?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
So these are the post-acquisition factors that we need to consider. And also this looks good. This looks more specific to the case study. Any questions you have, students, before we come to the last point, that is evaluations of the types of centers before moving into that? Any questions you all have, students? Any questions?
Just one point. I think in the first sentence on the last heading, I think it's the product vary from the market. I think the word vary is missing, I guess. So in the second line, the country, Menindia, geography, diversify. Therefore, the taste preference may vary from the markets, I guess.
In this one, product
Yeah,
diversity.
market diversity.
Market diversity.
Yeah.
Instead
Taste
of
preference
having
may
oil,
vary.
we can adjust in other markets.
Sorry, so first second line, first sentence. The taste
Instead of
preference may vary.
Technical point, sir.
technical point, the taste preference may vary. Thank you very much. I'll update that. The taste preference may vary from markets. Thank you very much, Kashi. Students, are you fine with that? Looks very good. So the last one is investment center, cost center, or what, students?
Establishment.
Profit center.
Profit center. So I'll just take the question so that you can see that. Cost center, investment center, or independent entity? Independent entity.
Oh.
What is your suggestion? It's not an investment center for sure. Yes or no? It's not an investment center for sure. It can be a cost center provided there is no additional income. Loss making can happen for some hotels, but I generally prefer it's better to operate as an independent entity. The main reason is, can you get some tax concession? Yes or no? Possible or not possible when you are consolidating?
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Because anyway, if you see in a hotel, hotels will make a lot of profit, but the spice may not make much profit. So can you make the loss that is made from this company and write off with the profit of the hotel? Chances are there or not there, students? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will write down another subheading. So evaluation of type of center. Okay. So I will write down a note. So investment center. Investment center is generally a cash cow of an organization. Cash cow of what, students? An organization. Cash cow of an organization. Students, cash cow, which theory is that? Cash
CG
cow.
matrix.
BCG.
BCG matrix, students. But did I explain BCG matrix or did I apply BCG matrix here?
Apply.
Right.
Applying. Investment center is a cash cow of the organization. Yes or no? Now I am asking you a question here for your understanding. Is Joe Spy a cash cow, or at the moment it is a problem child?
Problem child.
Problem child. So problem child product has a high market growth. Chances are there, but again it is having a less
Small
market share. But
Less
cash
market
cow,
share.
if I say cash cow, I can say the 4 luxury hotels they have. I think 6 luxury hotels. That is 5-star hotels. Can I say that is their cash cow? Yes or no?
Yes.
Maybe. So I can just say it's generally a cash cow organization, because from cash cow, no, you invest on other organization. Yes or no? Now, for example, if you generally see Dialog GSM, their telephone is their cash cow. From cash cow only they put Dialog everything. And if you generally see another example, a basic example, I can say a conglomerate like Amazon Kindle, Amazon the online store, Amazon Prime, so many are there, but the cash cow is Amazon online store. Correct me if I'm wrong. From that only they are giving money to other segment. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'll write here, I can say Joe's Hotel or Joe's Pie is a small entity, which is almost going to close down, close down. So treating this as a investment center will have an issue because the company will not have enough funds to invest in new businesses, to invest in what, students? Invest in new businesses. Are you getting the point? Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So students, now I'm writing little less because see, I can expand this, but I'm just writing it little less, students, because I feel now the quantity has increased a lot. So this is a time management skill, but anyway, I will continue. So I can generally say, who is our finance manager? Zeodias. So I can say Zeodias can clearly explain to the management, of the future investment return, of the future what, students? Investment returns and investment opportunities. Okay, so that will be very high for this organization because they are hotel chain and a quoted company also. So I can say, so I'll write down, so investment center. So it's a leadership point, a small conclusion. So investment center will not be adding what, students? Will not be adding what, students? Value. Will not be adding value. So that is done. So the next one after investment center, they were asking was what is the next center? It is cost center. So students, I will just mention as cost center. So cost center, there is high chances, students, of being a cost center. So I'll just mention here cost center. So I'll just mention generally a cost center is when the organization has too much expenses, but no income, but no what, students? But no income. I'll just mention example, head office. Only expenses, no income at all. So I will just mention the cafe will generate income. Yes or no, students? Will generate income. So classifying as cost center will not be commercially applicable. Will not be what, students? Commercially applicable because so I'll just come to the people point, because it may demotivate the performance of the cafe staff, since they may lose goal congruence. Of their Performance target, yes or no, students? Performance targets. Performance target. They may lose their goal congruence. Students, goal congruence is coming under the topic of what, students? Goal congruence. Arindu, goal congruence. Budgeting. Okay, that's how you need to apply. Okay, so I can say, so cost center will not be a good classification. Okay, after cost center, the last one is treated as what, students? Treated as independent entity. Treated as independent entity. So I will write down the last one. Okay, a heading as independent entity. This can be a subsidiary. This can be what, students? A subsidiary in accordance with what, students? In accordance with IFRS what, students? 10. Okay, so I'll just continue. Treating the cafe as a subsidiary will make the managers of the hotel concentrate on the core business activity. The core business what, students? Activities. And this decentralization should be vested with some authority, not complete authority, some authority, so that the group has a particular control. The group has a particular control, some control is there. Further tax relief can be claimed. When consolidating. When what we are doing, students? When consolidating. Okay, so I can just come to the next one. I can say Zeodias should be able to check with the auditors whether this can be applied in Mainlandia. And since they are following, Mainlandia is following what standard, students? IFRS. It may be possible. It may be what, students? Possible. So I can just come with the leadership pen. Therefore, so I'll just make it here. Therefore, this treatment may be suitable. So students, roughly we have written 1169 words, but actually if I take the answer plan, it will be around 950. 49 paragraphs are there. Just it's a complete answer just for your understanding. But you need not write the 100% of this type of answer. You can write at least 60% of this quality. How many percent, students? 60%. Don't go for this. This is a tutor's answer, what I developed by discussing. So students, I just want to show you the answer developed by Mr. Rikas. You need to go through the answer developed by Mr. Rikas. It's a very good answer. Valuation. So mostly I was able to benchmark ethical consideration. His answer is good. My marking scheme is little strict, students. I just give less marks. So never care about the marks what I'm giving. Don't take it seriously. And this is the answer of Mr. Arantha, a wonderful answer what he has done. See, they are framing before they are writing the answer. Do you see these students are framing before they are writing the answer? That's what they are not making any mistake. IFRS 3 mention, valuation of goodwill mention, okay, IAS 24 mention. Okay, wonderful answer, wonderful answer. Students, any questions for today? So one thing, the next thing I wanted to say, I'll just take back to my answer. The ratio analysis assignment of Mr. Rikas is good. Kim, wonderful, wonderful. You have done very well. Ratio analysis was done very, very well by Kim. And the next thing I wanted to say is others, if possible, can you do the ratio analysis by tomorrow and send it to me? Because I want to explain ratio little in detail, like what Mr. Rikas and Mr. Kim has done, so that you will get the understanding very clear. And students, just asking a small feedback. Example, Mr. Iqbal, can I have a small conversation? Are you there, Mr. Iqbal?
Yep.
Mr. Iqbal, just asking, learning from mistake is good or just reading the answer is good? What do you think, Mr. Iqbal? Which is productive?
Learning from mistakes.
I think it's more productive, no, Mr. Iqbal, because
Yeah,
if I give you the mock and if I give you the answer and if I ask you to do the mock, you won't understand where you are going out. So I think this approach gives you that understanding. So I think we have a lot of understanding to be done. And Samuel, you are having a question, so I'll just unmute you. Samuel, you can talk, please. Samuel, you can talk. I think I have unmute you. I am unable to unmute you. Can you unmute from your computer if possible? Yes. Samuel.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Samuel.
Oh, thank you very much for the lecture. I really enjoyed. You know, I'm joining you for the first time, right?
Yes.
And yeah, it seems you've done a particular case that I missed. I don't know where to join now. You mentioned something about a ratio analysis. So
yes, I will email you that document. I will email you that document.
Oh,
so
okay, you're going to
yes,
do that.
Yes, please do that. And today, students, I will be emailing you all the mock number 4. I think the mock number 3. Sorry, the mock number 3. I will be emailing you. So by tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. Sri Lankan time, that is 1 p.m. UK time. Can you just send me the answer, Arvind? It is possible for tomorrow if I send you the mock today.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt you.
challenging.
Yes, Samuel.
Okay, it means I missed mock 1.
I will give you the mock 1 also. I'll give you the mock 1 also, Samuel. Mock 1, Samuel, and also the answer and also the recording. You don't worry about that.
Okay, thank you for that.
Thanks, Samuel. And we can have a chat on the things that you have missed also.
Okay, excellent.
Thanks, Samuel. So I'll just have some individual chat session. So Arvind, are you clear with today's session? Did you learn anything new?
Oh, of course, 100%. Yeah, everything is out of the box. Yeah.
Thank you. Iqbal, anything did you learn today?
I've learned a lot, but one thing which I'm a bit confused, if you don't mind, can I say something? You know, in post-acquisition factors that you mentioned, compliance factor, health and safety, and safety board, these kind of stuff. Already there are well-established business, which is since 1921 or whatever. So do you think we will have a negative stuff, or they're already following the procedures?
No, my question is, this is a hotel. This is a hotel. This is completely different. This is a small shop. Now, if you look at the 5-star hotel, they may have different type. Example, waste management, especially waste management. But the hotels may follow a simple waste management.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Tarindu, any questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Okay, sir. Now, when I read your answer, sir, and when I review it with my answer, right, I feel like my answer does not deserve even 10 marks because you have given me 10 marks, sir. But the scope of it is completely different.
No, so, your answer deserves 10 marks because there is no answer, correct answer or wrong, because I only see the thinking ability of the student. It's not the memorizing ability. So in your answer, I told you the way you have thought was completely different. Even others can check his answer where I have mentioned that area what you have asked skeptical question in the first section. So that is the reason you were able to score marks. Even though your direction was different, your thinking was unique. You get what I'm saying, Tarinder? Hello?
Right, right, sir.
But
So,
that's a good question.
So, so that's what I did correct. And what did I do wrong so that I don't?
You did not do the part B fully, if you have observed that. Part B was
Yes.
nothing done. So there itself, you lost around 10 marks. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir. It wasn't clear to me who this childhood friend was. Like, was it
Correct,
involved
correct,
or
correct. So if you
so?
generally see, your scoring area was the analysis. Your analysis of that particular section was good. That gave you a lot of marks. But other than that, it was need to be improved.
Okay. So,
But again, don't worry, Tarindu, because this is just the second mock you are doing. So you are having so many other mocks to be done. So in the second day also it will, like based on my experience, it will take around 8 mocks to improve. Generally, my students fail around 8 mocks. After 8 mocks, you will be producing better answer than this. For example, I am saying Erantha's answer and Mr. Ricard's answer is 1,000 times better than my answer because I developed the answer without exam pressure and they are developing the answer as with the exam pressure. There's a difference because I'm not doing the exam. So I don't have a pressure. You get what I'm saying? But
Yes.
if you see Mr. Erantha, Mr. Rikas, yourself also, your answers are good because you all have a pressure. With pressure, doing is harder than without a pressure doing it harder. Are you understanding that into that point?
Yes, sir.
So stay confident here.
Okay. So what can I do to improve?
Next mock you do it, but do it better than the second mock. You get what I'm saying? All the mistakes what you did now, you list it out. And when you are going to do the second mock, do it with a fresh mind by revising the pre-seen material. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Kashif, any issues?
Yes, I think it's a wonderful session. Again, this is my first session, and I think I can really see how to answer the questions basically, because the way that you have articulated things like capturing all the 4 key elements: leadership, technical, people, and the last bit. So I think this is what I'm missing, I guess. I've scored 7, so not really good score, but I can see the difference why and what I have missed in my answers.
Thanks, Kashif. King, any questions?
Yes, yes. As I say, that I'm far behind to textbook, and then just checking somewhere, very late for me. But it's great. I mean, like I see where my problem are, and then I think as I told you before, I was still sitting on your lesson, so that I think it will help me. My target will be August instead of May. That's not the reason why I did struggle in giving the time with the work and then so on. But it's great. I think that I take it in a very positive way, and then how to approach it better, answer, and then understanding the technical stuff.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. Erantha, Gavin, any issues?
Okay, just fine. Snowfall, I have something like, it's not basically related to this case. Now, if you see our company, we don't have this specific HR functions at group level. So going by the case study,
100%. Group level is not there. So there can be a big issue. No IT level also. Yes or no?
Exactly. No
And
IT,
also the
things.
IT is a big risk here because we do not have any IT managers here because our company is booked generally through websites now. And there can be high chances there can be a system leak where the credit card, debit card details can go to some wrong people's hand, which may eventually end up in a provision case, IAS 37.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we develop and like in case if we have a chance, like can we suggest that like it's better to have
of course, we have to suggest, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Practical. Mr. Jazim, any questions? Okay, Mr. Azharuddin, any questions?
So being today is the first class, I have seen a completely, different picture here, because I haven't, because coming through the gateway route, expecting this sort of, articulation of the answer. So it's quite, very new thing for me. And moreover, what I have understand is the knowledge which I carry so far is very less, as the integration part of different concepts and building the answer, it's quite very new for me. So what I could understand is I have way long to go now.
That's what, Mr. Azari. Now, see, I did not write anything of BCG matrix. I just mentioned cash cow for that right situation, not brain dumping, practical talking. And also, you would have observed Ansoff just touched only, not writing it too much. And you can check whether this is right or wrong in examiner's answer, because ultimately you need to follow the person who is correcting your paper. And he never goes in detailed theory for MCS. But Tarindu, we have one student who has done the OCS. Tarindu, in
Yes,
OCS,
sir.
I think theory is more. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir. No real life examples on, at least the way I did it. I didn't use a lot of real life examples.
Example
Just
at all. And mostly
brain
theory.
dump, brain dump,
Brain
brain
dump,
dump.
brain dump, brain dump. But this won't be brain dump. Mr. Rikas, very good answer. Any questions you have?
No, Mr. Fay. No.
Thank you. Mr. Malik, any questions you have? Mr. Sankalp, any questions?
No, no questions, sir, but just trying to navigate the answers that you're writing and the answer that I'm able to write. There's a huge difference of thinking, so just trying to improve that.
That, and again, I'm telling, make it more into working type, not academic type. And Miss Shanti, any questions you have? Shanti?
No, sir, I don't have any questions.
Thank you. Mr. Suren, any questions?
Hello.
Yes, yes.
No questions, Mr. Nufair.
Thank you, thank you. So, students, I think today we had a wonderful. Yes, Tarinder.
One more question. Sorry, sir. Sir, you mentioned the bargaining power, right?
Bargain purchase. Bargain
Yes,
purchase.
yes, bargaining purchase. We did not mention it in the answer.
No, I told that's what you can mention that in the leadership point, but I did not mention it.
Yes,
But
where would you put it?
I can go to the very good question. Where I can put in the bargain purchase is other factors. In the other factors.
So in
not
other
in future cash
factors,
flow, competitors and dominant employees. In other cash flow, in this one I can just mention it's going to close down. So instead of having a goodwill, can there be a bargain purchase? Non-finance.
since we hold the advantage there.
Correct. Thank you for asking that question.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So students, thank you very much. So let's meet up on Thursday, same time.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.